Go for it, girl. I can't hear you. You're on mute.
Are you ready?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Well, before we start, I have adapted this new thing where before we get to work, we're gonna have a dance party. That's very Julie, if you know Julie V, JV. She does dance parties for her power hours and like work session. And I have a song of the year that I'm implementing into my work sessions, and it's called This Is My Year. And so this is gonna be our 30-minute block. So we're gonna have a jam out really quick. This is perfect if you want to do a little boomerang or whatever. So let's have a dance party. Ready? You ready? Okay, hold on. Let me turn it up. Okay. Okay, I'll stop because I talk a lot. So that was fun. Thank you for that because that was so much fun. Okay. Chelsea got her headphones in. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen because I'm a teacher. Y'all know this. I run slides. I have to, or I will like lose track. Okay. I hope I can do this and still see you. Can I see you guys? Okay. There you are. Okay. I see Megan. Okay. And I have the chat pulled up. Do y'all see my like beginning slide? Okay. Okay, first off, before we get started, I just want to recognize everybody for being here. Thank you for coming. This shows that you are dedicated to your journey, whether you are a partner or just in the community, you are here, you are willing to learn. And so that's huge. So recognition, calling all of you guys out, way to be here. Tonight is all about your why. And if you're one of my new friends that has joined the community recently, I've talked about this. This is really big because your why is just why you show up. Like, we all have reasons for doing things. There's always motivation behind something. You have motive to do stuff, but your why is what's going to get you up out of bed on the hard days when you don't feel like it, when you feel crummy, when you are having a sick kid and you still need to work out. Those are the reasons. The whys are what gets you to do that. So I have a few slides of like tips and tricks, and then I'm going to share mine, and then I'm going to have like some homework for you to affirm your whys. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work. My mouse just died, so I have to use my finger. Okay, so first, when you're building your why, you want to ask, what do you actually want? So this could be like personal, fitness, health goals. What do you actually want out of your journey? This could be business goals. What do you actually want? These are things you're striving for. So your goals, dreams, what are you looking to achieve? So to build your why, you need to know what you want first. And that could be anything. So for instance, if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, is that something you really want? Is that a dream of yours to be able to watch your kids grow up? Is it a dream of yours to not have to worry about money? Is it a dream of yours to fit into a certain size or be a certain number on the scale, or look really good in a wedding dress or into a certain dress? You know, like those are things that's your reason why, what you're working towards. And then the second thing you want to ask, sorry, my arm's going to get in the way. Why are you going to do it? Why are you going to do it? So why do you want those things to happen in your life? What is the purpose for that vision and for that dream? Is it freedom? Is it happiness? Is it passion? Is it purpose? Like, what's the deeper category that those things that you want fall into? So for the fitting into a certain size, is that going to make you happy? Is that something that has been holding you down your whole life, being a certain size, a bigger size than what you've always wanted? So you'll feel more free because you'll have more opportunities in clothing sizes. Is it that Maybe you want to build an amazing business from home, and that will give you the freedom of being able to stay home with your kids. Or maybe that will give you the purpose of helping other people. That will give you that purpose inside, not just working for the man. You have purpose because you're working for yourself and for others. So those are the two big things you need to ask yourself when you're building your why. Okay, so then you build your why, you build that statement, or maybe it's a few statements. Maybe it's a few things that you're building your why for, or what you're doing this for. So what is that deep reason you want to achieve those things? Is it to be a role model? Is it to show yourself that you can do stuff that's hard? Is it to help other people see that they have potential? So building your deep why might not just be about you, it might be about other people too. So those two questions kind of help you dig into that deep why. And so I'm going to share mine because it's really deep, and I've done a lot of work on it since, I guess, December, November time. I did a lot of work on it. It made it really concrete. And I have a picture at the end. I have it written on my mirror. And sometimes I take my selfie with my why, like all over me, because I have written it all the way down the whole mirror. And it reminds me why, when I come in, what I'm working out for and what I do this business for. So I'm going to share mine. And I hope not to get emotional because it's very deep, and your why should be deep. It should bring tears to your eyes. It should make you feel something. That's what your why does. So here we go. I forgot the mouse doesn't work. Okay. So first, it's me. First is my reason is me, because the girl all the way on the left, she was a high school volleyball player and she never got to play. She was told wasn't good. She wasn't good enough. And she always wanted to be the best teammate. She always wanted to cheer everybody on, but she never got the time of day on the court. And so I remember feeling like I was never good enough growing up from the very get-go in sports, because I started in middle school. I was the tall girl, but no one really wanted to use me. And then actually, funny story, became a coach under the coach that never played me. And so that was a really interesting dynamic, because I could tell that she always felt bad after I became her coach, one of her coaches. But anyways, that's beside the point. But like, never good enough. I always had that in the back of my head. And I still, to this day, still feel like I'm never good enough. So that's one of the things that I work hard, really, really hard for every day, is proving myself that I am good enough, that I can do the things that I want to do, that I have deep in my heart that I want to pursue. The other pictures on the left side are the Rachel that struggled with her weight. She was a college student, in and out of a really bad relationship. Not physical, well, actually there was a physical altercation, physical and mental abuse-ish that was going on. And so I do it for that girl that didn't know there was a way out. I did it for that girl whose the boyfriend's mom told you to leave the relationship because it was getting to a point where it was not healthy. I do it for the girl that didn't know that there was more. And so the purple dress, my mouse doesn't work. The purple dress where I'm crying, that was like the light bulb switch that I realized, like, hey, I've gotten to a point in my life where I don't feel good about myself. I was crying because I was really happy, but that morning that dress did not fit. So I had to like tight, like all the bridesmaids had to pull it together and fit me into it. And we almost had to sew myself into the dress because it didn't fit. And so I do it for that girl. And the pink dress is one of my happiest moments. It was a month after I got married. I felt amazing about myself. It was so like all the things. And so that's kind of a picture that I try to implement. I try to look at pictures like that where I'm like on cloud nine, and that's the girl that I do it for. The girl that's lost a lot of weight. I've lost over 50 pounds. I mean, postpartum, over 50 pounds. But before that, I had lost 50 pounds on my first journey, and I'm happy. I'm married, like all of the things that I've always wanted for myself. And I think back to the high school Rachel, and that's who I always remind myself that's who I'm doing it for. Or even the postpartum Rachel, where I had a hard time looking at myself in the mirror on a regular basis, but I knew that I could do it because I had done it before. So, like, you should be part of your why. You do it for you. Second is Brooks. He's my son. The far left side is when I was going through infertility. The picture of me holding my devotional. It was a really hard devotional that really hit home. And it was right after we lost our first positive pregnancy. And so I think of he's a miracle child. He's here for a reason. And I do it for him to show him, oh my gosh, I do it for him because I want him to know that he can do hard things. And I don't know, I haven't shared this a lot on social media, but he is a little delayed in his milestones. And so when I have him in here working out with me, I want him to see that he can do stuff like this. If when we work hard, he can also be able to move his body like mama. He's also seeing me do things and he's progressing so much, y'all. This last month, he's progressed so much and I'm so proud of him. These are some pictures of him on the swing at OT and PT. He goes once a week to both. And so really he's one of the biggest reasons why Chelsea, he's one of the biggest reasons why I even started a journey in the first place, because I've always wanted to be a mom. And then even more so when I went through infertility, it made me that much stronger in my why I need to be healthy, why I need to move my body every day, because it's going to hold a baby one day. And it finally did. And so now my why is to show him that he is strong, he is capable, he is enough, he is worthy of anything he puts his mind to. So he's one of my biggest reasons why from before he was even born. um, Next is Eric. He's my husband. He has seen me through so many ups and downs. We went through infertility together. We went through some awkward long distance relationships together. Fun fact, we were long distance for the first 2 years of our relationship. And when he popped the question, I finally moved in with him. But he is one of my biggest supporters. He is one of my biggest like cheerleaders. And even more so, he's one of my, I mean, he's not the most consistent client, but he's one of my like clients that I get to like really try things with. He's here with me. We do workouts together. That was when round 10 rounds came out and we did 10 rounds together and we would pretend to box each other. It was so fun. And so he's one of my reasons why that I show up, especially now as a business owner, not proving him, but showing him that it is possible. I don't know if you are where you are in your journey, but this past month has been really good for me mentally and business wise. And he saw the money drop in our bank account and he was like, dang, Rachel, good job. And I was like, yes, that's for helping people get healthy. And he's like, that's awesome. And so that right there, having that support, having him along this journey with me, not only just for myself, but for him to see like, I'm making an impact in our world. I'm making an impact in our community. And he loves seeing me in a positive way. He has seen me in places where I haven't been positive, and obviously he prefers the positive Rachel over anything else. Because then of course he gets lucky. So hey, whatever. Um, my family. Okay, so this one's really deep. This one's hard. So growing up, my parents have always been overweight. They I don't know, you can kind of see different pictures of them. My mom has always been overweight pretty much until I got to college. My dad looks the exact same as he does in all these pictures. He takes a cocktail of pills every day. He is now like starting to hurt. His body hurts everywhere. He has high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high everything. And my mom, when she got diagnosed with diabetes, is when her whole world changed. And so she got really strict on her food and her nutrition and started moving every day, taking the stairs at work. And she dropped pretty much half of her body, like half her body was gone. And she also started doing body workouts, light ones, but she started working out purposefully at home because of me. And they are one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to take care of my health, because I've seen what it can do to my parents and see like how crippling it is. My mom is one of my biggest reasons why, because she has the lowest self-esteem I've ever seen in anybody, but she is the most giving and selfless person I've ever met. She volunteers she's retired now. She volunteers at the church just to answer phones and answer questions to people. Both my parents practically live at church. And so they give their time to everybody and anybody who needs help. But my mom is the reason why I was the way I was before. I couldn't take compliments. I would cry because I thought people were lying to me. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror because of my mom. And then when I realized that, hey, this is not how people are supposed to live, I completely changed how I viewed and my perception of everything in life. And I now breathe enough into her. I breathe it. I compliment her. I over compliment her. I try to like give her all the mindset tips and tricks and all the things. And I do what I can. But when your mom tells you that you're her inspiration, like that's huge. And so that is one of the reasons why I even started in the first place, was because of them. And I continue to do it because of them. So I can show my mom like, hey, we women, we are strong. We can do it. We should be able to talk well about ourselves. And it's not bragging. It's putting love back into you. So they're one of my main reasons why as well. And then all of my mamas that I get to serve, you guys, you are one of the main reasons why I do this. Seeing you and your families and helping you become a strong mama, strong, confident woman, getting to see you through all of the things and seeing and celebrating you guys. This is one of the reasons why I show up in my business, is because of you, is because to be there for you, because I know how hard it is, especially at the beginning. It's tough because you're pretty much changing your whole routine into something completely new. And so I get to be there for you. I get to celebrate you on my socials. People get to see you get celebrated. You get to see your children look up to you and see you in a positive light. Those are one of the main reasons why I do it. And you guys are a huge part of that. And so the next step is to affirm your why. So for instance, I speak my why every single day. I see it on my mirror. I have it all written down. Brooks, and then my reasons. Eric, my reasons. Me, my reasons. The mamas, reasons. All of the things. I have it written. I speak it. When you speak it, if you know Brendan, because he does our Monday fires, he says, you don't need that coffee as much as you need to speak your why. You need to speak it out loud and say it. That's what's going to give you the energy. So if your why does not give you energy to do something hard or amazing, then it's not deep enough. I'm going to say it right now, it is not deep enough. Just to lose weight to fit into a certain size is not deep enough. Why? Why do you want to do that? Is it so you can work with your kids? Is it so you can play and run around? That is going to get you out of bed. Not fitting into a size blah, 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 or fitting into the dress, blah, blah, blah. That's great, but playing with your kids should be deeper and get you out of the bed more than losing the weight. So tell your why to others a lot. Speak it, not just to yourself, share it with us, share it with your spouse, share it with your friends. Why? Because it's going to hold you more accountable. It's going to help you get up on those tough days. Like I said, the tough days are when that why pulls you up. Promise you that. On the good days, it just adds a little bit extra sprinkles on top, you know? But on the bad days, that is the foundation, and that's what's going to help you get up. So speaking your why, that deep reason for doing the actions that will propel you forward, into that dream life that you've always wanted, or into those goals that you've always wanted to achieve, to the top 10 people, like top 10 people that you are around. Maybe it is one of us, maybe it even is just us, but it helps you stay accountable. It helps you truly believe that whatever you're dreaming, whatever goal you have is possible. Because the more you speak it, the more likely the universe is going to listen and get it to happen. Okay. So there was a story. This is from one of the Growth Day videos that I listened to this weekend. And it was a gold medalist. And she was saying, shouting from the rooftop, your why or your dream or your goal, and doing what you want and why you believe in it is how you're going to be successful. And Brendan said, trust me, you're going to gravitate towards the village idiots are going to listen more. They're all going to come near you. And those are the people that are going to criticize you and try to bring you down. They're going to come to you faster and in massive mounds more. But you also, in that mass of people, are going to get the leaders that are going to help you get there. So blow out all the idiots, excuse my language, and find those leaders that are also listening, because the more you share, the more you hold yourself accountable and speak your why and your truth and your goals out loud, people are going to listen and they're going to want to be with you on that journey. They're going to want to be with you during the highs and the lows. So, why your why matters. Building that deep, meaningful why will help kick those excuses to the side and get up to do the thing. And this is my mirror right there. One of them says, who needs me on my A game? I have a picture of Brooks and I have all of my reasons. Me, then Brooks, then Eric, then my parents, family, friends, and then the mamas. And I have a little blurb next to each of them that I read and reminds me why I do the hard things, because you have to have that why. You have to, because like I said, working out, I mean, that's easier, I guess, but the nutrition, why are you doing that? It's so easy to just go to McDonald's because it's open. Why do you do the other things? Why do you meal prep every Sunday? Why do you buy the healthy stuff? Why do you, business owners, why do you work? Why do you do it? Because you want to help someone. You want to do something good. And so on those days where I have not worked my business, I'm gonna be real honest. Those days that I have not worked my business and it's 9 p.m. and I want to go get in bed, I sign on for at least 10 to 15 minutes and I invite, I talk about it, I share, I tell people. Why? Because of the mamas. Because of those mamas that deserve to know that there is an invitation to come to a community like this. Because my mamas that are in here, they know. I check in on them. I ask them all the questions. I see what's going on with them. I want other mamas to feel the love that this community has. And that's why I do the hard. Those whys have to be deep. And I'm going to tell you, it took me a while to figure it out. But once I did, it has been a game changer. And I'm going to leave it at that because it's almost 9. I beat my time. I'm so excited. Okay, any questions? Oh, goodness. My mouse died. I can't move stuff around. I can't see you guys. Oh, there they are. Oh, hi, beautiful ladies. Okay. Any questions? I don't see any questions.
Rach, that was amazing. So good. Do you want to share a little bit about how you made your why a little bit more concrete when maybe you felt like you were just kind of sort of doing the things that you know you should do, but maybe you weren't fully doing them? How did you shift into making it more meaningful in your life so that you actually showed up and did the things you know you should be doing to get to the goal that you want to?
Okay, yes, that was a lot of questions. That was a lot of parts. Yes. So why did I get so concrete on it? That's what you're asking. Okay.
Or like how you got more concrete,
Yeah. So I will tell you, I am not the normal body partner story. I have been on another team before this one, and I have I got jaded a little bit. The team that I was with kind of shut down when COVID shut down, like everybody left. None of them work the business anymore except one of them, and she doesn't really work it. And so I was like, I was about to be that leader that I've always wanted to be and knew I could be. And then things stopped and I had no support. And I was like, oh my gosh, Danielle, what do I do? And so I went over to Danielle and I was like, help me. Like, I don't know what to do, but I know that I can do something amazing. I have this energy inside. She could see it in me. I had a passion for this community, for the resources that we have. It completely changed my life. It's helped me immensely, like as you can see. And I wanted to share it, but I was really scared. I was nervous. I did not talk about the opportunity. I didn't invite people. I was very like, hey, just come over here if you want. Like, I'm doing this. Like, you're welcome to join. Like, I was so, didn't invite, inbox people. I did not send messages. And now that I think about it, like, then Rebecca wouldn't be here. Then Chelsea wouldn't be here. Then Christine wouldn't be here. Then Taylor wouldn't be here. Like, seeing my vulnerability and seeing what that does completely changed the game. Like, once I saw the fact that I can make an impact by just opening the door, I don't work out. I don't make them work out. They do it. Rebecca does it. She wakes up. She was on vacation this weekend. She still did it because she has seen me. She knows what it looks like. And she's doing it because she wants to do the same thing for her kids. She saw me do it, Brooks. She wants to do that for her kids. Same with Chelsea. Chelsea has seen me. She's my neighbor. She's right down the street. And so she's been watching me for forever. And she's like, I wanted to do it with you. And so finally, like, I got uncomfortable enough to ask her and just be like, hey, do you want to do it with me? Like, this is what it looks like. And now she's getting her husband to start doing Tough Mudder like Eric does. And so, like, it's just being vulnerable. It sucks in the moment. It really does. But as Brendan Burchard always says, when you are vulnerable, that's when you grow. When you are scared, when you feel fear, that's when you know you're doing something really good for yourself and you're gonna grow. And so that's what I've kind of just implemented this past year. I finally like switched teams and I'm completely under Danielle now and on Team Glow Diggers as of December 10th was my renew date. And it has completely changed. Like, my whole mindset, I was like, Rachel, you're on a new team. You have a fresh start. This is what people don't get a lot of the time. They don't get the fresh start. You have one. Do something with it. And so that's been my whole like mindset for 2024 is I have a theme song. If I'm not feeling it, like, I have to turn on music. If I don't feel like doing the invites, I turn on music and I'm like, okay, Rachel, let's go. What mama can I talk to? And when I really don't feel it, sometimes I do voice message because it makes me have to be energetic. It makes me have to feel it and feel that excitement. Because y'all know me, a lot of y'all know me in person. A lot of you have been watching me for a while. I finally met Megan in person. And I'm energetic. Like, this is just who I am. And when I don't have the energy like this, something's wrong. And so now, even more so since coming back from maternity leave, I have not felt the energy as much at work. And so this, getting to talk to other people about this community and these resources has been my energy. This is what's been giving me the energy. So in our like coach and partner pod, like, I'm in there. I'm like, y'all, I just sent 13 messages. I just did this. I just told everybody happy birthday, like all the things, because that's what's giving me the fire every day. And so that's one of the, I guess I hope that answered your question. I just rambled a little bit. But once you start to see like your hard work in action and pay off, that's the beauty of it. But you have to get there. You have to be vulnerable. You have to do the hard. Like, you got to do the workouts. You got to be consistent in the workouts. You got to eat the good foods. Even though it might suck at the beginning, your body is going to help you and tell you that it's happy. For all of our starting to eat the healthy foods, like, it might suck in the moment, but your body's gonna be so happy and you're finally gonna poop regular. Like, y'all, pooping regular is no joke and TMI, but like, man, does it feel good that you know you're gonna poop once a day, like, or more. You never know. So yeah, I had to sprinkle some humor in there, Danielle.
I love it. I think to finish it up, because I know it's 9, I think Rachel has breathe belief into herself, which has been contagious to everyone around her. And so, my biggest takeaway for all of you is like, what's the one thing that you need help breathing belief into you for this week? Because we all have those Sunday scaries, and it's like, oh, tomorrow. Like I started doing it with my friend tonight. Oh, I gotta deal with that one person tomorrow that I really don't want to deal with, and we start spiraling and going down that trend. Or maybe it's your kids or your spouse right now. I don't know. But what belief can you bring into your week, whether it's within yourself or something that you need to tackle? And I challenge all of you to get in our message pod after this call and share one thing that Rachel shared that spoke to you. And so that you can take away this call and breathe belief into someone else that's in our message pod that isn't here. I love seeing the screen filled. It brings joy to my heart. I challenge all of you to get on Zoom and work out tomorrow too. But go share in the message pod something that spoke to your heart, because I know that means a lot to Rachel. And this was a phenomenal call. So glad to see a full screen. And I can't wait to hear what spoke to you tonight, and go breathe your belief into someone else.
Bye,
Bye.
y'all.